Okay, good morning to all of you. We thank Pierre-Marie Bosch of FAO and Marek Posnanski of Collective Strategies Alimentaires for inviting us to make a video presentation for your conference today. My presentation is in three parts: profile of AFA, our initiatives on database systems and farm registry, and ways forward in WAW AFA cooperation. So first of all, AFA, so we can situate the WAW in our organization. AFA is a regional farmers organizations with 20 member organizations in 16 countries in Asia, with 13 million members composed of small-scale women and men farmers, fishers, indigenous peoples, forest resource users, pastoralist herders. Due to our implementation of MTCP2 and GAPSP, we have FO partners in 10 other countries, or a total of engagement in 26 countries, which is 54% of the Asia continent. What's our context? The Asia-Pacific continent is the largest continent in the world, both in land size and in population, covering 48 countries. It is home to 60% or 4 billion of the world's population, including the world's youth. The rural population in many of the continent's developing countries is anywhere around 30 to 80%, and majority of the youth in Asia also live in the rural areas. Our Asia Pacific continent has the biggest arable lands. It contributes 70% of the global food and vegetable market, 80% of the aquaculture market. It is also the continent which is most vulnerable to climate change. So in 2015, for example, a UN report said that almost all Asia-Pacific countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, India, Afghanistan, Cambodia, and Philippines were highly vulnerable to climate change. Also, 80% of the world's small family farms are in Asia, but the irony is 2/3 of the world's poorest and hungriest are also in this continent, with the biggest concentration in South Asia. Thus, we can say that there is great inequality within countries. There's a missing middle here in this continent, which is basically composed of vulnerable populations that tend to not benefit from economic growth. So why are we poor? We have three main reasons for that. The first is lack of access and control over natural, technological, physical, social, financial, and market resources. The second is insignificant involvement in policy-making processes. And the third is degraded ecosystems and vulnerabilities in price and climate shocks, leading to migration, aging of the farming population, and low pride and low self-esteem in future. So with this context, there will be no farmer, there will be no food, and no future. Thus, we want this situation to change. Our theory of change is basically, we believe that investments in family farming agriculture and in sustainable agriculture and rural development is a key imperative. And a key investment is in building and empowering the organizations of family farmers at all levels, from local to national to regional and international. Why? Because farmers' organizations are effective agents of social, political, cultural, and economic change. Because FOs can consolidate the material and non-material wealth of its members. FOs can be great service providers to family farmers, and FOs can represent the consolidated voice of family farmers. So with this theory of change, how do we want to work? AFA's vision is a just, free, peaceful, healthy, economically viable, sustainable, and resilient family farming communities in Asia. Our mission is to build solidarity, raise our collective voice, and empower our members as key drivers and actors for sustainable development. And our goal is basically to strengthen capacities of national farmers' organizations, leading to eradication of poverty and hunger, increased resilience, and sense of well-being of family farmers in Asia. How do we work? We have 5 priority agenda. Rights to natural resources, land, water, forests, and seeds. Promoting sustainable and resilient agriculture. Strengthening cooperatives and their enterprises. Empowering women farmers, and attracting the youth in agriculture. We promote this at national and regional levels through the interrelated programs on policy advocacy, capacity building, knowledge management, and leadership and membership governance. And these programs and this promotion of the 5 priority agenda, we do through multi-stakeholder partnerships with government, with other NGOs, with business, with academe, and of course with our partner and member FOs. Okay, so on the WAW. So we see the World Agriculture's Watch as an opportunity to have more quantitative data about our situation, our assets and resources, our farming systems, our issues, our businesses, and our enterprise potentials. Second, we see the WAW as a means to support evidence-based policy advocacy. And third, we see it as a means to support our monitoring, evaluation, and impact assessments. So in AFA, at the regional level, we have several initiatives, two initiatives. First is our management information system with MTCP2. MTCP2 is a capacity building program for farmers organizations being implemented in 15 countries, regionally managed by AFA and La Via Campesina, and supported by IFAD, SDC, and EU. The MIS is a tool that, when fully operational, will be able to provide instant data on the level by which MTCP2 has achieved its targets, as well as the status of annual program implementation. The aim of the program is to build the capacities of farmers' organizations to deliver services to their members and to engage in policy work with their governments. This is the MTCP2 MIS dashboard. The dashboard provides a summary of the data encoded in the system, such as the number of national FOs, number of sub-national FOs, and individual farmer members in the country. It also has an FO profile. It provides basic information on each of the FO in the platform and their members. Number of members segregated into male, female, and youth, FOs, VMG, affiliations, services, and level of growth using the FO growth tool. The growth chart consolidates automatically, thereby facilitating analysis of FO status and identifying the necessary interventions to ensure that FOs go up to the next growth stage. The dashboard also has an e-library that provides links to Dropbox where other files are stored, like reports and photos. And this MIS can later on be customized to include individual farmer surveys. Currently, the regional dashboard is mainly used for project monitoring and evaluation of the MTCP2 project. Yet, it has the potential to be customized to include individual farm surveys. Next initiative at the regional level is the land matrix. So the land monitoring initiative, under this land matrix initiative, we collect data on land deals about 200 hectares and above, and deals made from the year 2000, and which involves transfer or control of ownership and often entails a change in land use. Other data that can be found in this land matrix database is the intention of the investment, the former land use, the community response, water usage, and gender development. So this is an example of kind of data that we can see from the land matrix. Here we see main productions of percentage of total area size in a particular large acquisition, large land-scale land acquisition. And in here, it's an example of the country, like Philippine agriculture profile based from the land matrix database. So the third initiative is at the national level. So in Pakisama, you have heard already their presentation yesterday. They are engaged in farm registry system. We know that WAW Vietnam is operational, and our member in Vietnam is also participating in this WAW Vietnam initiative. But let me tell you that just last week, our member in Indonesia, Aliansi Petani Indonesia, recently conducted a trainer's training on e-profiling. The e-profiling of farmers' organization, where the participants of the training are trainers in all the districts covered by API, and they are practicing the application of the e-profile at provincial level, later on at district level. So here in these pictures, we can see men and women trainers doing the e-profiling. The e-profiling tool, the application was made as user or farmers friendly. We learn how to put name and address of the members. Sooner they will go into deeper data to the commodities, time of harvest, etc. And most of the leaders of the farmer organizations participating in this training felt happy and excited to do the activity of the entry data through this way. Okay, so now we go on the third part of the presentation. What is AFA's interest in WAW? So we have entered into a partnership with FAO through CSA, and because we see that WAW can help in evidence-based advocacy on promotion of family farming and evidence-based planning for cooperative and enterprise development of our members both at the national and also at the regional level. What are our key action points in this partnership? So first, we just conducted a national workshop in Philippines that was organized by Pakisama, and Pakisama informed us yesterday about this through a video presentation by Bobet. And then we plan to conduct a regional WAW forum at the first semester of next year. And this regional WAW will be an opportunity for members to share information on how they do their farm registry systems, as well as orient us deeper into the system of WAW. And the third action point is to study the complementation of the different data management tools done by AFA members at the national level and done by AFA at the regional level through MTCP2 and non-matrix and WAW. And after studying the complementation, then provide recommendations on how we can complement and use this complementation to provide more solid evidence for advocacy on family farming and on the promotion of AFA's 5 priority agenda. So with this, we look forward to a relevant and fruitful partnership with you guys from the FAO, from CSA, and from the research community. We look forward to a very meaningful partnership with you, not only for this current cooperation that we're having with CSA, but beyond it, because we really see that evidence-based advocacy is needed for the promotion of our priority agenda, and because we also need more accurate data to guide us in our work, especially on cooperative development. Thank you very much for your attention.